It's the Rundown. It's brought to you by Blockfolio, the world's most popular mobile app for cryptocurrency tracking and trading. You got Bitcoin?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Out
tons
the
of it?
wazoo.
You buy it on Blockfolio?
I do.
Yeah.
It's the only place I do buy it.
Do you got crypto?
Yeah, a bunch of about $100.
Somebody airdropping the Rundown?
Yeah, I'll tell you what. Michaela and Michelangelo will just willingly plug their shit in and put it up here on blast. Like, who knows what's gonna pop up on your
Except
phone?
the airdrop. What the fuck is that?
You said
got?
Michaela or it's Mackenzie,
I
right?
said Michaela. I'm sorry. I meant Mackenzie.
Again?
Just, you know what?
Ah.
Yeah.
That word.
There are friends, there's family, and then there are rockets that become family.
That's a good quote.
Here's a question for you. If you had to pick between two best friends, Riggs and Rocket, who would it be?
Tie for first.
One and one A?
I would take me out of the equation and just have those
Just
two.
tear them up.
Yeah.
Just send them off on their way.
Mm-hmm.
If you had one Bitcoin on Blockfolio and you had to give the whole Bitcoin to either Rocket or Riggs, who would you give it to?
Riggs.
Really?
Yes.
Or Rocket. I mean, Rocket's
Deserves
not going to
it.
be happy to hear that.
That's
Apparently
fine.
Rocket's not family
Rocket,
anymore.
he lives in Saugus. A Bitcoin in Saugus will buy you the fucking town.
It would make him a target, honestly.
That is
You
true.
can't
The
have
white
a
trash
Bitcoin.
is
People
August.
would
You're
be
doing him
out
a
for his-
favor by not giving him
Exactly.
if you want to get your crypto, you want to get Bitcoin, Ethereum, Dogecoin. What's the new one? Hogecoin?
Hoge, yeah.
Hogecoin.
I don't. You
Yeah, no, it's
probably
not
can't
real
get,
life.
You probably can't get that on Blockfolio.
Yeah, I don't think you can get that anywhere because it's made up.
Paul Pierce was talking about Doge today, though.
Dogecoin is somehow
No,
the fake real
Hoge
one.
is-
Hogecoin's the new shit.
Paul
It-
Pierce was talking about Doge.
Okay.
No,
Well,
he's talking
he's
about
late.
Hoge.
He's late.
Yeah, he's like,
Yeah, he's
definitely
2000 and late, okay?
big time.
But if you want to get any of those other tokens with zero fees, you can go over to Blockfolio, use their mobile app, and get a free coin with every trade over $10. The tournament is sponsored by Blockfolio, so we'll be doing the Barstool Bracket Blocker with Blockfolio, where we all drafted a underdog team. I think that comes out on Thursday, so you'll see all the different teams. I'm actually pretty happy with my team.
Well, it's live on Thursday. We don't know what team you have.
It's
But
live
I bet
on
you'll
Thursday.
be wearing
So
Monday's clothes.
I bet I'll be happy with it when I do draft it. So get the Blockfolio app, start buying, selling, and trading today. Follow along for March Madness with the Barstool Bracket Blocker, and invest in the crypto generation with Blockfolio. Nick is so happy to be here. Rone, of course, I've always said about Rone, he's got great eyes, very observational, and he knows when a coworker looks like a celebrity. That's what I've always said about him.
Let's go. I have the best facial recognition of anybody
Exactly.
in here.
If Rone says that someone looks like somebody, that's just
perceptive as
a
hell.
fact. That's just gospel, okay? First off, we got
KFC looks like Harry Styles in that
thank
one
you.
picture. In that one picture, and I partially said it because it's true, and partially because I knew it would piss people off.
Yeah.
You know why it
people
pissed
get
people
so
off?
mad.
You know why it pissed people off? Because it's true.
Exactly, because they realized as soon as I said that they wanted to fuck you. All these fans of ours just wanted to
People
fuck
who
you.
never wanted to
all
fuck
these
me,
dudes.
but always wanted to fuck Harry Styles, are now like, well, wait a minute, now I want to fuck Kevin, and just blew their brains.
Harry Styles is the #1 dude that turns people gay these days.
Oh, absolutely.
Big time.
Harry Styles, anybody had the chance to fuck Harry Styles, they would take it. You can't not fuck Harry Styles.
And you're
That's all
one
you
and
know.
1A to Harry Styles.
It's like, if you can't get Harry, you might as well settle for me.
Exactly.
That's what
nice
I always say.
consolation prize.
Topic number 1, the NFL free agency. The Patriots bought fucking everybody. I mean, this is very un-Patriots-like, right? To just be like splurging and dropping cash everywhere. But
they got 2 former Eagles from the Super Bowl team that beat them in the Super Bowl, so they're
like
trying to
Juju.
2 guys who they know can beat Tom Brady, and also Hunter Henry, who looks like Tom Brady in the face.
A little bit.
You don't think so?
If Rone says so, then it's a fact.
He's got a
fucking
chin.
know.
He's got a chin dimple. Like
Thank
you
you.
look like him too.
You look like Hunter
Jesus
Henry. You're like a
Christ.
mixture of Harry Styles
Tell
and
you what.
Hunter Henry. KFC.
And he looks like Tom Brady, so it's kind of like a
In
mixture of
turn.
Harry Styles and Tom Brady.
Yes. And
That's
who's that
me.
other person, that other handsome person you look like?
Oh, Army Hammer. Army Hammer.
Yes,
the
let's
cannibal.
go.
So that's that little. You mix all that together and you get me.
We all have celebrity lookalikes, though. Yours is
Demi Moore.
Demi Moore from
And-
her.
well,
autograph.
Demi
Yours
Moore,
is that chick
Hillary
from A
Swank.
League of Their Own.
And the League of Their Own girl.
the-
Yeah,
the
mine is all
Rockford
women.
Peaches, right?
Yeah.
That one is.
unmistakable women.
They're-
Not even.
Have you seen the Demi Moore one? The Demi
Demi
Moore
Moore's
one?
on point, but the Rockford Peach one is.
Yeah.
I thought that was a Halloween picture of you.
Yeah, it's shocking. It's jarring how much I look like a woman.
There are some really. Feidelberg has some serious doppelgangers But that one, I think of you, takes the cake. Do you have any?
That slob that was a judge's son that raided the White House. My mentions were flooded. At a certain point, I was convinced it was me. But like,
Trent gets a lot of criminals as well.
Yeah,
it's always like a date rapist from like the Midwest that looks like Trent.
Big
He's like,
time,
oh,
just the body, the build,
I
the
get
gaze.
I get so many lookalikes. I'm just like, wait a minute, all these men are disgustingly ugly. This can't be. And I'm just like, oh fuck.
I get handsome women, you get disgustingly ugly men, and you get hot dudes.
Them's the breaks, boys.
That's
what can I tell you?
yeah.
But yeah, Gettleman, when he re-signed Leonard Williams for the Giants, he's lost. He's the worst GM maybe of all time.
Yeah, they signed a backup running back to Devontae Booker. They should have more cap room now because of the franchise tag with Leonard Williams, but every year he's still the GM, just sets him back further.
Right.
Corey
Jets,
Davis go to the Jets?
Yeah.
He's good.
Yes, I was pretty pleased with that.
He'll suck on the Jets.
They have.
He will.
Yes, I mean that's the people who. I've been doing this for so long. When like, all right, yes, we have a GM and a coach now who has some respect, and I'm like, yeah, but like it probably won't matter because it never does.
What receivers did you sign
And-
last year? Or you drafted Denzel Mims in the first round, and then you signed Jamison Crowder or
Brother,
something
they
like
had
that?
so little talent. It was insane. Like Braxton Berrios was like our go-to. I mean, it was dangerously bad. And that's why Sam Darnold has gotten this like free pass, but like
Braxton Berrios sounds like a off-brand like cereal you buy to like a Mexican like
get a
convenience
bowl
store.
of Berrios, ma.
No, but with
Braxton
Corey Davis,
Berrios.
they finally got that. Who did they need? That Robbie Anderson type that they've always
Yeah,
needed.
I mean,
That's perfect.
Yeah.
watching him walk was. I mean, they're just such a bad franchise all the time. Even when they're like they should be pretty good. Anyway, I'm all over the place. The problem here is that like Sam Darnold is still like statistically the worst quarterback in the league. So everyone's kind of like, oh.
You kind of look like him though.
You kind of look like Sam Darnold.
Also, I also get Joe Burrow. I don't know. These are just guys that have all been thrown out there.
Yeah.
White guys with like big baggy eyes.
One day I wish just women could see personalities. You'd be ruined.
As if I'm not already, bro. Anything else on free agency? Anybody care?
It just seems like every single team is just kicking money down the road. Like any team who's like they're out of salary cap money, so they just extend people into the future, fuck
The
themselves
NFL
over
salary
down the
cap
line.
is
It
the
doesn't make any
weirdest
sense.
thing. It doesn't
Yeah.
matter.
Right.
I mean, I understand there's all these mechanisms for you to like loopholes to get around, but that shit with dude on the Saints, I think, when he signed a $140 million deal that like isn't
Yeah,
real.
he's just not gonna
I
get
mean,
it.
Like that's getting comical. Where it's like, I feel like the league should be like the next CBA. Like we can't do this.
Yeah, just
I mean,
can't
what's the point
always
of
kick
even having
money
it?
down the road. Yeah,
Yeah.
it doesn't make any sense.
Last night was the Bachelor Finale. So the dude picked a girl who was the whole racial controversy.
I am so out of the loop on
Yeah,
this.
so am I. All right, but here's what happened. I don't know the name. So the guy picked the girl.
The guy's Matt? Is his name
Yes,
Matt?
the guy's Matt. He picked.
Out of the loop. You fucking watch The Bachelor.
Oh wait, you're a Bachelor. Have you been watching this season?
Yeah,
Okay.
I've been watching.
So he picked. What's the girl?
Rachel.
Rachel.
Because I always think Rachel, and she had like
Racial.
racial intensity.
So this
insensitivities.
obviously this happens when they were filming. He picks her. He didn't marry her. He said like I want to be with you, but I'm not ready to marry you. But in the time that they filmed and the time that this live thing aired was all these racial allegations. He's the first black bachelor. He came out and kind of said like there are certain things you just can't get past. So I'm dumping you.
He was like a cold bastard too. He didn't even look her in the eye. He had like a fucking Sunni
Yikes.
beard on. He came out
Yeah,
looking
he
like
had that
Kimbo
James Harden
Slice.
beard.
He was like,
Kimbo
fuck
Slice,
this.
yeah.
dude.
I mean,
What did she do?
so this is the thing. I'm
She
gonna
went to
tread
an
carefully.
antebellum party.
She went, yeah. She was partying on a plantation
Okay.
in like a southern school. They did like the debutante antebellum thing, and it was on a plantation, which is obviously like in poor taste and something that I think is like being phased out of like society and social parties and stuff like that. But I don't think that girl is like a hateful racist because of that.
I mean,
her whole
she went on a show to date a
A black guy.
man.
Like how
Yeah.
racist could she be if she's like, I want to marry this black dude? So I guess, I mean, if the dude says like I can't get past it, I can't, whatever. You have every right to like break up with someone.
Sure.
But that seems like if that's like a non-starter, like I can't date you because you once went to that party on the plantation. I mean, I don't think I'm qualified to speak on the matter, but I was surprised that was such a like, peace, see you later.
Yeah.
Like if she had racist slurs and she had posts like that on the internet, but it was like, here's a picture of me at a party, that in hindsight, is pretty insensitive.
Was it a long time ago, the party?
It wasn't
3
that
years.
long.
It was
yeah,
2018.
Like 2007. Yeah.
She was in college. It was like a sorority thing. I think her whole sorority went to it. And at first, I thought it was just like they dress up in dresses like from the 1800s or something
is that
like
not
that.
what it is?
I thought that was all that it was. And
Yeah.
I mean, like if you just like wear an old timey dress, like
That's
I
what I'm
don't
saying.
think that's that crazy.
I didn't think it was like a.
But I think it was on a plantation, and
Yeah.
maybe someone was dressed up like a slave. Am I making that up? Does anyone watch the show that knows 100%?
That
Yeah,
didn't
that
happen.
didn't happen. Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
that didn't happen. That's made up. Yeah, I mean, look at it. It looks like a.
So
like
all
almost
they
like a
did was
prom
just wear.
setting,
They just
and-
wore older dresses.
Yes.
And
I guess it
plantations
was-
are very popular for weddings
it was-
too, aren't they?
yeah.
Plantation houses
Right.
and.
Which I think that a lot of that is kind of like being phased out, but I think it was called and quote Old South Party, and then there's also pictures of her like on Cinco de Mayo or Halloween. She dressed up in like Mexican garb, but it's
Yeah.
kind of like
Or did she just like a picture or like?
She just
you
liked
like
it.
Oh come! I mean, guys, come on.
Okay, oh,
So here's
boy.
what I think.
But literally, Chris Harrison got canceled for like saying what you're saying right now.
Is
For
that
just
her?
being like, come on.
I know.
Is that her?
Yeah. I mean, listen, there's a reason why she was the winner. I think that dude just kind of wanted out, and that was like an easy scapegoat.
Yeah.
Especially if like at the finale he didn't want to marry her.
Right.
So yeah, maybe he was just.
He was already kind of like lukewarm on it. Been a couple months. This isn't working.
It's also kind of bullshit that they like make them get married at the end. It's like you just met this person and went on 6
I
dates
was-
with them, and you're like, you have to get married or else you're like an asshole.
I was saying
Yeah.
to Trent, I think the show has evolved to the point that like if there wasn't a proposal at the end, I don't think the fans would care. It's like you just win and you're gonna be a couple now. How about that?
But
They
Chris
all break
Harrison
up
just
anyway.
sits there like shaming them. He's like, are you sure
gonna
you're not
do
gonna?
it?
Wow, you're not gonna get married? This
Man,
isn't
must
what you were
not really
saying
love
last
them.
week.
Chris Harrison fumbling that fucking bag, man.
Yeah,
Officially
Emmanuel
out.
Acho took over,
And,
and the next
the
season
girls
is
that
gonna
are
be.
taking up on The Bachelorette, I think, are very popular, and I could see them being like, oh, well, like we'll just do one season, and then they do it and they knock it out of the park, and Chris Harrison's like lost half his job.
Wait, what's his other half of?
I mean, like he'll still do he's not doing The Bachelorette, but
He's still doing The
I think he'll probably
Bachelor?
do the other
Okay.
ones, after this little punishment suspension or whatever. But anyway, I hope I don't get canceled like him. Second half of the rundown is brought to you by Felix Gray.
Same.
Felix Gray glasses help you filter out all that blue light, the eye strain from looking at your screens all day long. I got that like pop-up notification the other day. It said last week I averaged 7 hours and 52 minutes on the screen on my phone.
day?
A day.
That's light. That's nothing.
You think
Is
that's
it?
light?
Yeah, it's nothing.
I mean, I'm only awake for like 14 hours, right?
So what are
Like
you doing for the rest
16
of the day?
hours,
What-
like half the time
what do you do
I'm on
for
my
the-
phone.
Other time. What do you do for the rest of the day?
What do you? Does it count like music or like?
Yeah, I wonder if it means like, am I like staring at?
Yeah.
Like I'm in the car listening to like a podcast and it's just sitting there and it's open. Is that screen time? Because 8 straight hours of looking at my screen is kind of a lot, no?
Not straight.
Oh,
though.
it's
You're
okay if you
picking
have
it up.
Felix Gray's on.
That's my point, brother. You're looking at the TV, you're looking at your phone 8 hours a day, your tablet. All that digital eye strain is real. I feel like we will look back and we'll all be blind when we're like 70, and it's gonna be like, yeah, because you assholes were staring at screens. That's what Felix Gray came to fix. They have the blue light filtering glasses that filter out 15 times more light than the average, than the other blue light lens companies. So relieve the eye strain, keep your eyesight, and look fashionable doing it. So go to Felix Gray, FELIXGRAY glasses.com/rundown. That's FelixGrayGlasses.com/rundown. Free shipping, free returns, free exchanges. FelixGrayGlasses.com/rundown. LeBron bought the Red Sox. It's kind of funny considering Dave hates the
LeBron,
man.
For sure.
But he already owned like a little bit of Liverpool with the Henry ownership group.
Yeah.
So, I don't think this is.
It's just like buying a stock or like
Right.
it's like you're not like owning like it's not like he's making decisions about the Red Sox or
exactly
anything like that.
I think it's even like when Jay-Z bought the Nets and it was like a fraction of a percent or whatever it was.
If A-Rod had bought the Mets though, that would have been like a bigger stake though than this,
Would
right?
it
Like,
have?
it would be-
I think he would have been like the majority owner, like a big chunk of it, and we would be a whole world of hurt right now if it was him and J-Lo and they're broken up, not broken up.
They're
Who
back
actually
together.
owns them? Does J-Lo own it? A-Rod own it? But LeBron, man, he's got his hands in so much. He's.
Have you ever been to his
Unbelievable.
pizza place, Blaze Pizza?
I've heard it's like a 9.9.
Really?
If someone were, I think
I thought
if
it
you
was like
were-
the Quiznos
if you-
of pizza.
It's like the Quiznos
No,
of
I
pizza.
heard if you were to like eat the pizza and rate it, Like take one bite at a time and give it a score. It's like almost a 10.0. That's what I heard.
Damn.
Good pizza, Blaze.
Damn, Braun.
Eat it.
Let's go, Bron. I
Yeah.
had no idea.
He's got so now he's got the Red Sox. He has he owns Uninterrupted or whatever, right? On doesn't he own that platform on
I think he
Bleacher
does.
Report?
Yeah.
And he's got that animation studio. I mean, he does a whole bunch of shit.
He's gonna fuck around and be a billionaire.
I think he is. Isn't he?
Yeah. Didn't Nike give him $1 billion?
I think he and Tiger. I think MJ, him and Tiger, are like the billionaire athletes, the Billionaire Boys Club. But
I'm jealous. I'd like $1 billion.
I would prefer to be a billionaire.
Yeah.
I'm sick of not being rich. I feel like I'd be a great rich person, and it's time that I get rich.
You'd be a good rich person.
Totally.
Why
You'd be a terrible
are you
rich
saying
person.
that, Nick? Why are you saying that he would be a good rich person?
You
'Cause
look
he
like
looks
you
handsome.
have the look. Yeah, you look handsome.
I think you'd be a terrible rich person.
You'd be more handsome. I'd be an awful rich person.
I feel like you would blow it all on what? What would be your bag?
He would give it away. Nick doesn't like anything. He literally gives people the shirt off his back because he's like, you like it more than me. Like, I'll just give it to you.
This shirt, disgusting.
That's
I don't like it.
Rudy has been. I've been trying to give Rudy a sweatshirt for months.
Rudy won't take the sweatshirt from the man. Why don't you just let the man give him the sweatshirt?
Because I was just trying to tell him that his sweatshirt was cool, and the next
wants to give it to
day,
you?
the next day he just took it off and was like, "Here, it's yours." And I was like, "This is so weird."
I'll tell you what, those pants are cool. What is that, a pineapple on there?
I think so, yeah.
Why don't you take those pants off and give them to me?
Because I'm a normal person.
But they're cool.
Nick's weird. He kept trying, and it was like a war where he would put it on my desk, and I just put it back.
And I did end up giving you a shirt though, didn't I?
You did.
He dresses people. He likes to dress people. That's his little fetish that
I
he
got
has.
Weird.
Fights. Fights wears a sweater I gave him. If anybody compliments something that I'm wearing, I know that they automatically like it more than I do.
I like those shoes.
Please.
Give them me.
Do you want them?
Yes. What size are you?
11
That'll work.
and a half.
I'm 10 and a half.
Fuck.
Kind of make it work. Yeah, I'll probably take those.
Yeah, you can.
What would you spend if you had all
I
all the
don't.
money in the
I
world? What
don't
would you
know. I don't know.
He doesn't shop retail.
I'd get an aquarium.
buy? An aquarium.
Yeah.
With what kind of fish?
I don't know. Probably like a fucking shrimp. I don't know. I've never thought about it. School of shrimp.
A school of shrimp in a at-home aquarium.
A very big aquarium.
I feel like you would have like jellyfish in your
Maybe.
home.
No, it wouldn't even be
aquarium.
that. It would be like a $5,000 aquarium. I don't know how much they were running.
You saying if you were a millionaire, you'd buy a $5,000 aquarium as your big purchase?
Yeah.
You're an idiot.
What would you get?
You need to do this.
I'd fucking like a $20,000 aquarium.
Yeah, you're rich now, bro.
Get
a
at least a nice
$50,000
aquarium.
No, because that means
Buy
If that's the
SeaWorld,
only
bro.
thing you're
Get
gonna
like
get,
a fat
that means you'd
fucking
have to
pool
live
with a whale in it.
you'd have to
Yeah.
live on like the bottom floor of your building then.
Why,
You're not
live
gonna
above
have
you can't live above an
They're
aquarium.
too heavy.
That's not
You
true.
ca- you
Lift
have
the
to live in
fucking
a
aquarium,
building?
Kevin. Lift the fucking
What do you
aquarium.
mean lifted it? What are you talking about?
What about a house?
You can't have aquariums on higher floors.
Yes, you can.
No, they're heavy.
How about this? When the apartment.
You can't have water beds on high floors.
Why are you living in an apartment?
Why do you have a waterbed?
I guess I'm not aiming too high, am I?
There's
I wanna
no
live like
way.
on the
He's
third
like, there's no
floor.
way I can get a walk up. I can't get an aquarium up on fourth floor. Walk up,
makes
guys.
sense.
The apartment I moved into.
Jesus, I just have poor mindset.
There were some poor people who lived in my apartment before me, and they moved out, and my landlord showed up to start painting and all that. 450 aquariums.
What?
The place you had to walk through a maze of aquariums, and they just
That's more
left it
water
there.
than land.
It's. I mean, I don't know
Yeah,
what
just
the
live
guy
in the
did.
water.
I really don't understand what he did, how he drained all the water and how he got 450 aquariums out of my apartment. But I got a pretty there's 3 bedrooms, a lot of space, but 450 just wall-to-wall aquariums.
What the
Could
fuck?
be you, bro, if you get rich.
That's too many. I want one.
I'll be honest, that's too many aquariums.
Yeah.
At
I'd
that
say
point,
that's
you're just holding.
448 too many.
2 is too many aquariums.
right.
Because they're not even connected, right? You're
No,
just
yeah, it was
holding
just
fish
chunks.
hostage.
Right.
It's like a fish jail.
I'll tell you what fish I would get. Those Japanese fighting fish. But I
Oh.
would put them in the same.
You'd have
I
them
would watch
fight.
them
You're a
fight.
monster.
Yes.
But
that's
then
what they
you'd
do.
have one, I would put 2 in there and he'd kill, right? And then so he's the winner, and I put another one in there. You keep winning, and then you have a monster Japanese fish.
I might just have no fish. It would just be like a water. It would
I kinda
like
actually-
aquascaping.
I
That
feel
would
like
be
the
cool.
appeal of those are looking at them.
Yeah.
I don't really care if there's. I like the colors and the bubbles and the little fucking scuba divers. and
See, you're
stuff.
sold.
Yeah,
you're
I'm
gonna
in.
get. Yeah.
I'm in, and I think you can have it on the 2nd floor of your apartment.
I know a dude who had. First off, he had it on the 2nd floor of his apartment, but he had an aquarium instead of a TV, and he would go over and watch the aquarium.
How big was the aquarium?
It was like the size of like a 45-inch flat screen.
So about what, 45 inches?
Yeah, about that.
Yeah, that's fine for a second floor. I'm talking tank, baby.
Well, that's not $5,000.
Yeah, what you want a fish tank, not an aquarium.
Yeah, you want like a
This,
lobster
this is
tank.
why people don't like me on the rundown. We were just talking about LeBron James.
I like this so much more. Anybody who watches Barstool Sports who wants to talk about like LeBron owning the Red Sox versus Nick's aquariums, get the fuck off the website.
Last time I was on the rundown, I said I wouldn't do it again because as soon as it aired, I got a Venmo request for $5 saying for having to watch you on the rundown. And I fucking paid it. I was just like, yeah, like this is like, because it was just $5. Like you knew it was like a reasonable ask. Like I was like, yeah,
Tell me
take
you have no self-esteem without telling me you have no self-esteem.
Bingo.
Right there.
And he's about to have a deluge.
Oh yeah, you're gonna get so many requests. Yeah, that was.
Don't
not
limit yourself to
smart.
$5, people. It's worth more of your time.
It's just- I mean, this is horrific.
I would have given
This
up
is
to
at least
10.
worth $25 of your time.
Yeah.
you
how
could
many-
have probably bought an aquarium with all the money you're about to give away.
The meanest thing somebody says to me on a Venmo request gets the money.
Wow, that's a great
He
idea.
hates himself.
Like that.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Let's see. Wendy Williams burped and farted at the same time on her show.
I feel like for her, it's par for the course. You went to the
I was
Wendy
gonna say,
Williams.
you bite your fucking tongue, sir.
I just feel like she's just like kind of
She
goofy.
burped and farted?
Yes.
That's a sneeze away from
The
Triple Crown.
trifecta,
Yeah.
like the holy trinity right there.
Isn't it if you sneeze and burp and yawn at the same time you die?
I mean,
I think
yes.
I've heard that.
I don't know, but think about the strain that would put on your body. It has to result in death.
Yeah, you can't. I think there's one that you can't do them at the same time. You can't.
You can't yawn and
sneeze.
sneeze.
A burp and a fart at the same time, though, is like, that's like relieving. That's
Yeah.
pure relief.
That's got it. Like your stomach, your insides must just be like, whoa.
It's just like the pure relief.
I like that
of-
you did this because that's what it feels like. It's like a.
Cathartic.
It's everything leaving from every orifice. I might bust.
She kind of had like a.
I'd fucking bust.
Just because you liked it
You
that
ever
much?
fart and burp at the same time so hard that you fucking
Have
bust?
you ever? Have you ever shit and puked at the same time?
Gargoyle.
That's called a gargoyle.
It's
I think
I
so.
heard. We called it the double Barbosa.
Why?
I don't know.
Is
That's
it like
just
a
what I was-
seafaring term or for the basketball player?
I was picturing it as the seafaring term, like a pirate on
Yeah.
a ship, like hungover and seasick and got scurvy, and it's the double Barbosa out the front and out the back.
That's why the gargoyle, because you look like a gargoyle.
Yeah,
Like,
you're-
yeah, like
that
when you
makes
make a
total
face
sense.
and
Yeah, it
you're
makes
like
total
spotting
sense.
over, kind
It's a
of.
disaster.
Disaster. I've done that. Yeah.
If you could never sneeze again,
Mm-hmm.
never burp again, never fart again, which one? Like which?
That's awesome.
You don't like sneezing?
I was gonna say
you don't like
sneezing's
100, like a one.
and like think about if you have to burp and you can't, like, when you're like and it just doesn't come out. Or
I
you
would
ever have to
leave out
fart and you
farting.
can't.
I don't actually fart, honestly. I'll
I
fart like
could,
once a
This
year.
man-
I could not tell you the last time I farted.
These guys are gonna sit here on this set and say that they don't fart.
Yeah, I
I
honestly
can't
don't.
I'll tell
tell
you
you
what,
the
I
last time.
believe you. I don't believe you.
You
for
think
one
He's a
second.
band. He's a Johnny Come Lately.
Yeah,
instead
that
of
was,
not
that was, that
farting
was
game.
totally like,
Yeah.
oh, me too. I don't fart.
Yeah,
either,
I don't
bro.
fart. I don't fart.
Dude, I can't even tell you the last time I farted.
Why? Why don't you fart? Say the reason, because I have a reason why.
You have a reason why?
Yeah.
It's just not in my nature. I just don't do it.
It's not in your
No.
personality.
And I hold back pooping until like it's an actual emergency. Like I can't tell you the last time I've pooped and I haven't been in the process of holding it back. It's always an emergency.
Really?
That's
So
because
it just comes out. It's just
you're-
it's 100% poop.
You're afraid of like public pooping.
No, I just don't like the process of doing it. So I just get it. I get it
I'm
over
actually
with.
with you on that. When people are like, "Oh, I love like a good poop," I'm like, "What?
Why?
Like, you gotta."
There's
it's
comfier
pushing
chairs.
and wiping.
Yeah.
You know, it's a disgusting.
You like
event.
sitting on a hard plastic chair and
Yeah.
you like touching your own butthole.
Right.
That's what you're telling
No,
me.
thank you, man. Why don't you
Heart-
fart? You got a problem?
Because anytime that I'm like the opposite of you guys, where I think about it, like I just think about myself as a poop briefcase. Anytime there's like poop in me, that I'm just like I don't want to be
Got it.
carrying poop around
Got
ever
it.
at
I'm
all.
with you on that.
So anytime I have the sensation of maybe there's even a fart possibly on the horizon, I'll just go sit over a bowl.
You're like there's an urban legend that Charlemagne the God, if he takes his pants off to fart, he won't fart in his pants. And they're apparently,
Super respectable.
as the tale goes, he'll like go to the bathroom and fart in the toilet bowl. You know,
Yeah,
like
yeah,
unless you're
that's-
gonna fart
that's
out
where
here
it
on your
belongs.
heathen.
Yeah, honestly,
So-
pen to home.
So it's not that you don't fart, it's just that you're always gonna poop.
Yeah, I'd rather poop than
There should be
fart.
different toilets
But you'll
for
poop on,
farts.
you'll
Like a
fart
bidet for a fart.
It's a bidet for a fart.
like a
it's
little gas
wind.
chamber.
It's more wind.
Like I feel like attached to every desk should almost be like a, you know, like a mask that goes over your face. You just kind of just like you fart into that and it just sucks it away.
Yeah. You know who
And
needs
there's
that?
nobody's farting on each other like a goddamn animal.
Gay Pat's like the biggest farter in the office, bro.
Is he?
Yeah. Oh my God.
Well,
They don't make a sound.
I'm happy you said it. So you do fart though into the toilet bowl, Rone?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Claiming you don't fart,
Well, it comes out as poop.
but the air comes out.
I mean, so then anytime someone's pooping, it's just a fart, a gust of poop.
Gust of poop sounds like the kid from Willy Wonka. That is so
Oh
stupid.
man, that's got to be a garbage pail kid already. That's fucking.
Gust of poop.
Oh, that tickled me pink.
Sister Jean, that old bitch, is back at it. I hate Sister Jean.
I would have
man.
guessed she was long
Absolutely. I cannot believe she's still kicking. And here she is, coming back for her 15 minutes of fame, back in the spotlight in her wheelchair. You know what? Let the kids get some fucking shine. You know? It's not about you. How old is she? 115?
101.
She is defying
101.
all odds.
Yeah. Tommy had
Really
a story
giving
that
credence to that.
you yelled at her or some shit in a parking lot or something like
There's
that.
times I'll just think about, it was like Holy Saturday of 2018 when Michigan was playing Loyola, and she whizzed by in her wheelchair. I just booed her as like I was in her presence, and I think like, yeah, I booed a 100-year-old nun like
Where-
the day
where was
before
this?
Easter. San Antonio for the Final Four.
Oh, they tweeted Sister Jean is headed to Indy. She didn't do shit.
You know, it's about the fucking kids, you know? Some things. Rico Bosco will tell you. It's not about her. It's about the kids. Those poor kids, legitimately, when they were making their little run, I couldn't tell you one kid on the fucking team.
No.
So all we were talking about was her.
Right. It's
Go
probably a whole
home.
new team.
Go home, Sister Jean. Dave Portnoy witnessed a carjacking, or as the Chicago newspaper will painstakingly explain to you, it was not a carjacking, it's a motor vehicle theft, because apparently there's a difference. But caught on tape for the pizza review was this dude stealing a car.
Fine, we'll try it.
What?
Let's do it. Did you just grab it? I just took it. Look at this. Look at this shit. All right. I don't know what's going on.
You know, it felt more like taking a car. Like there was no, I don't know.
There was like a fake cop right there though. It was like they did it right
They
in.
panned over and there was a police car. How do you unless they showed up because of the carjacking?
Yeah, it was like more well shot than an episode of Bake Car. Like it was like it was very clear that you could see exactly what was happening. But I don't understand how when a car gets jacked, stolen, it's not a
Yeah.
carjacking.
I
You're
guess-
saying it's
I guess-
hijacking
I
or
think
something?
jacking's short for car hijacking, so it almost has to be like somebody behind the wheel.
I think it's
and
gonna
there's,
be like Grand Theft Auto type shit, like pull
that's
out.
Yank 'em out.
carjacking.
Whereas opposed to like if it's a parked car and I just
That's
you know,
grand theft.
Yeah.
Ah, have you stolen a car before?
You look like a scuzz boy.
Yeah.
Yep. I bet you can.
I
hotwire one.
actually have stolen a car once.
Yep, here we
But
go,
this,
here we go.
this is a true story.
I knew it.
I used to have a Jeep, and this dude came up to me. He was like, "Hey, my car stalled out. Can you pull me to the gas station?" Wasn't his car. I just tugged along. He like got in my car, and I took him down the street. Wasn't his car.
Wow.
Yeah.
So you were like an accomplice.
I was an accessory.
Accessory to
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shut up.
Yeah.
You're gonna tell me you don't fart, but you steal cars. Unbelievable.
They're mutually exclusive.
I
You
don't
have to
think
pick one or the
I
other.
don't think so.
No,
at all.
everyone who does one does the other.
Wrong
If you're
go.
farting,
I mean,
you're
wrong
stealing
go.
cars.
What a bag of shit you are, man.
Is this the carjacking?
Yeah, go to like 5 minutes and 50 seconds. Yeah, 5:50 was the. It's pretty uneventful, to be honest. I got my hopes up when I saw like.
Dave played it cool, but when he came back to the place, like he was like 10 o'clock, he was still pretty shaken up. I was like, "What's the matter, D?" And he was just like, "A long
your
day."
boy D?
Yeah.
What up, DP?
And
When
yeah.
he came home.
I
Oh,
was
he
a-
came home? I thought this was in like Chicago or
No,
something.
he came back because he was just like, he needs to be around
He
comfort.
needed to decompress.
Remember when Kyle went to Vegas with Dave?
like a little bit of coke on my kitchen counter, and when I went back in there today, just like 3 security guards were there kicking me out.
How can you get kicked out of a hotel in Vegas for coke?
They said the narcotics policy or whatever.
I wasn't here.
Yeah, were you jealous about that? You weren't working here. KB's rubbing elbows with Dave Portnoy, doing coke with him, hanging out in Vegas, and you were just sitting like a trailer park trash boy in West
Doing
Virginia.
coke alone.
I was in Central Ohio. Thank
So
you.
sorry, sir.
Uh,
So what'd you feel? How were you feeling that?
that sucked. because I remember I was helping KB with some stuff before that, and then he went to Vegas and didn't talk to me, and then I had to write a tweet with a bunch of Coke puns for him that he tweeted out, and somebody was just like, I think you quote tweeted it, and you were just like, this is legendary.
Yeah, I was like, this is the funniest.
They don't make him
writer
like
ever.
KB.
Like anybody who thinks they're funnier than KB is just wrong because he is the funniest.
And little did
No,
we
he
know
is.
that Nick was doing the work behind KB the entire time.
Honestly, very funny of KB to use me. So he wins again.
Yeah, genius of KB.
Always coming out
He
on
deserves
top.
that Bitcoin.
And last topic, Chief posed this question. I'm assuming St. Patrick's Day related. He's been really carrying the flag for the Irish during St. Patrick's Day season. Would you rather live the rest of your life without potatoes or without pasta?
Damn.
Easiest
I
question
could
in
cut
my
out
entire
pasta
life.
very easily.
I'll cut it out for no reason. Like I basically did. I don't eat pasta.
Pasta is just like one thing. Potatoes are everywhere.
I mean, mashed potatoes, baked potatoes, French fries, tater tots, hash browns. I mean, the amount of things that come from potatoes, it's insane.
The one thing
Potato
that I'd be
croquettes.
sad
The
to
real
give up-
question is potatoes or bread.
That's a much better question. And in that case, I do think I have to turn my back on potatoes and go bread.
You would give up potatoes.
Pizza with bread, sandwiches with bread, burgers with bread, just straight up bread, bagels with bread. I mean, there's just too much of bread.
What the fuck is Frankie doing right now?
Frankie is a psychopath.
Yeah, weirdo.
Why? What do you got going on,
He's
Frank?
sitting there like,
You think it's crazy to pick
pasta.
potatoes
well,
over
you're
pasta?
a fucking guinea.
He's a paisan.
You're a dumb
He's a
gindaloon.
dago.
Imagine living life without pasta, though.
Yes, I do it every day.
yes.
I do it every single
What about
day.
gnocchi? That's a potato pasta.
That's a
I mean,
potato
come
pasta,
on.
and that's the best pasta.
Like you would
Motherfucker,
rather
I mean,
so
come on.
Come on.
So you'll never have a bowl of like mashed potatoes again.
I love mashed potatoes,
But you
I
never
also
get that again.
love rigatoni.
What about an eggplant parmesan? Does that count?
Yo, I think that pasta with
Montepulciano.
especially like just red sauce, like a marinara pasta, is the most overrated thing on the planet.
Awful. It gets cold so fast.
Marinara is trash.
What about like noodles? Like, are we including like Asian noodles as pasta?
I think so.
Because that's
You
a
lose
tough
all
one.
of
That's
it.
tough to lose
like
as well.
Like a tomato paste more than marinara. It's just got a little extra garlic and it's just got a little more
I hate
flavor.
marinara to me is garbage. Like I'll tolerate it
It's
on
the more
pizza.
elegant right sauce.
Yeah, red sauce to me doesn't do it. I think it's
Oh
super
my
overrated.
God.
Like
Marinara?
to me, like a Alfredo sauce or a penne vodka, like that's way better than a red sauce.
What do you think, KB? Red
Baby,
sauce?
weigh in on it,
Weigh
you
in.
motherfucker.
Kevin, you didn't miss there.
What did he say?
I think marinara is.
I swear to God, if I could kill one person, it would be KB.
Yeah,
I would
I'm
kill
serious.
big
I
time.
don't like any red
Well,
sauce.
come on
because
over,
with
come on
you,
over,
dude.
I don't
KB.
think it makes the meal any worse.
I can't
but
believe it's
not
so
good.
popular, like as popular as it is. The red sauce is garbage.
Go here.
KB is such a scumbag. He didn't mean a word he said.
No, yeah, it's one. I want to kill him.
He'll just like agree with you with a straight face and no nuance, and you could tell he's making fun of you.
Yeah,
I don't like marinara.
I don't like you.
Eric, wait, new topic for the round. KB goes, he has a girlfriend.
Yo,
Get over here. Come talk about
KB.
it.
Come talk
It's
about
in
it.
the
I thought you
air.
had some pep in your step.
Uh-huh.
KB.
You having some
we're
sex, KB?
fucking.
Come here.
You haven't been fucking?
You having
KB.
some monogamous sex, brother?
He wants to dump her because the head game don't go crazy. And I said, well, is it bad? He said, no, it just don't
doesn't
go crazy.
Yeah. Stick around. He should stick around. Maybe it'll.
But how, like,
Germinate.
Maybe it will evolve into the head game being crazy. Maybe get some sloppy top.
no,
perhaps.
because how does the head game improve, Kevin?
Well, you know, you
Love.
It either
communication,
it either go
communication,
crazy or
don't.
it's sane.
I tend to agree with you there. It's like it's you get one chance to prove if your head game go crazy.
Yeah. It's like Yoda said. There is no try.
Yes.
Either your
go
head
crazy
game
or don't go crazy.
Either head game you're crazy go, or.
Yoda was getting sucked
Oh
constantly
my
on
God, he was getting
Dagobah.
those sloppy.
Is that the correct planet?
Oh, that Grogu
God, I
joke.
hope not.
Yeah, that'd be
Oh,
super
fuck.
embarrassing. I talked to Frank the Tank on the phone yesterday.
Yeah,
How's he doing?
I talked to him as
I was
well.
starting to get a little nervous. I talked to him too.
Here we go.
Yeah, did you?
Yeah, the longest. How long did
Just
you guys?
like Nick
How
doesn't
many
fart.
minutes did you talk to him?
I think just like 12.
How long among you?
I was like 12 and a half,
I did.
12:30,
I did.
12:31.
I did 13. I talked to him for 13
Okay.
minutes.
Damn, you were
I started to
dedicated.
legit get nervous. Like I know we all kind of were like, not laughing, but it was kind of like Doug showed up and that was nice. We were making videos and I was like, okay, but is Frank okay? Because I started to get scared.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
you're COVID's floating around. Next thing you know, you're getting operations. You're getting sliced open. It's not a good thing to be.
He's
Wait,
been
can
giving
you scroll back
updates.
up for a second? Look how he's lost so much weight,
Yes.
man. Like look at that
That
banner
header?
picture. Like
Yeah.
he is. his head and his neck is so big. He really has trimmed down so much.
Yeah, he's getting his steps in.
A lanyard should not be tight around somebody.
Look, you can't see his ears because his cheeks are covering it.
Yeah.
So he's lost so much weight. The lanyard is like the loosest of paraphernalia, and it's ready to.
The lanyard is the Jinko Jean of neckwear.
And somehow it's fitting him like a Joker. It's fitting him like a snap bracelet.
He looks like a turtle with a plastic six-pack around his neck.
It's supposed to hang to like your belly button, and it looks like one of those shark tooth necklaces from the '90s.
Frank looks so good recently. He's
He looks
getting his steps in,
Yes.
and he's been going to war with Ed. There's like a nurse in his
Ed.
God.
someone who
God
he told him
bless.
he had a good vein on his left arm, and the guy insisted on stabbing his right arm. But
The
he
man
told
knows
me,
his veins. Come on.
Yeah,
Oh
he
my
knows
God,
his
look at
veins
that
better than
leg.
anybody.
Holy moly.
Yeah, the leg has looked better, but
he got it drained though.
My
He
God.
got
have you gotten an update?
Frankie.
a couple
He's got
days.
whole
Oh my
days.
God.
Yeah, he got the drain done, and it's looking up. And I think that Ed's going to be getting in trouble for how badly he treated Frank because Frank complained about it on the internet. He said there's some scuttlebutt around the hospital that there's going to be disciplinary actions against the nurse who was mean to him.
God bless the nursing staff that needs to wait on Frank Fleming. They're probably like, send me back to the COVID unit. Put me back on the front lines. I can't deal with this
Send me back to
motherfucker.
Chernobyl.
I need a review of the cafeteria food that he's getting because it's no Ruts
What is that
Hut, and
picture?
that's all I'm
It's
going to
just-
say.
Just a picture
He
of
said
the
design
corner?
flaw. Design flaw.
Oh.
The two doors are going to hit into
True.
each other.
I mean, he's not wrong.
Yeah.
If someone comes out of the bathroom and into the room at the same
It'd
time,
be like Harry and
chaos.
Maude.
Chaos.
Or what's that show that's based in Milwaukee? Never mind. The TV too is terrible. The TV's
That's
smaller
pretty
than the
good.
clock. That's fucking.
that
It looks
is
like
bad.
R. Kelly's
Oh
TV.
my God.
Remember when R. Kelly
Yeah.
tweeted out that like fucking
Yeah.
postage stamp of a TV?
Yes.
How was
That-
Frank looking at
That's
that?
the worst thing he's ever done.
By
Small
far.
television.
By far.
So he's good though?
Yeah, he's gonna be all
He's
right. I
gonna
think
be
he
all
said
right.
he'd be out in a couple days. Did you actually talk to him?
Yeah, I was texting him all last night.
Yeah, he said he tweeted something about Lil Sass.
He bodied Lil Sasquatch.
He did. He texted me.
From
Did you
nowhere.
see the tweet about Lil Sass? What
This
did he
dude's-
say though about Lil Sass?
This dude is
Sass, come
battling.
on down.
This dude is battling infection.
And he still finds
And
time
he's just
in
like,
his
you
busy
know what?
schedule to
Does
body
he,
fucking Sass.
Do I have to go on? No. He
Yeah, come around so people can see you.
Is it me or does Chad look familiar? At Lil Sasquatch.
And that is And then Sass responded. Then Tank came back at him.
Yeah, the
My
tank said
advice,
something else.
Grow a mustache.
And he knows, he knows you can't. He knows you fucking
I
can't.
can. I grew a mustache earlier in the year,
my
but I took it
God.
away.
King of New
Took it
York,
away.
no
That's
longer.
what
Yeah,
he shaves.
staged a coup.
And then he
Holy
DM'd me, and he was like,
You little pussy. He called you the F word.
Little pussy boy. Grow a stash, pussy boy.
Dude, he snatched the crown. That's
he was like,
it.
hey, I just wanted to let you know I wasn't joking about that. And I was like, oh, all right.
Listen.
Like you are a
Heavy
bitch.
lies
Like
the
everything's
crown.
cool between us, but like I do think
Yeah.
you're a bitch.
He said that he asked Enrique if he could switch seats so he doesn't have to sit next to me anymore.
Yo, why don't you just do us a favor and show us the nipples live so that we can clear up any misinformation?
No, they'll be
about the nips?
photoshopped.
He's having
We
a
have
bad
good
nipple
enough.
day.
Yeah.
The nipples will never be
Michelangelo
seen
will probably
live.
just Photoshop
Not
that,
until
but Mackenzie will.
Not until I'm chiseled down in a couple
You're
months.
chiseled. You had that little line, that Grand Canyon
No, I
right down the
gotta-
center.
This fit goes crazy though right now. This is
Every
I
day
love
he's
it.
got the
Everybody-
Uniqlo
I wear this
special.
outfit every single day.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Everybody
he does.
knows the brightest part of your wardrobe should be the undershirt.
Yeah.
Of course.
Especially when you leave just like a half an inch at the bottom there that you can kind of
Just a
see.
little,
but not,
just
yeah.
a little tease.
I haven't done laundry in like a month, so.
You'll be all right.
That's the king of New York, folks. Little
Neon
Sasquatch.
undershirts.
Yeah, nothing better than it.
Look at that. Look at his body, dude. He's got a fucking rockin' bod.
Rockin'
dude.
bod.
He looks like Harry Styles.
Sass is a hot teen. There's no denying.
Barely legal.
Honestly, yeah.
If you were to
Yeah,
click barely legal on Pornhub, Lil Sass pops up. This little fucking creep. Oh my god. All right, let's end this fiasco.
Oh, watch Rediscovering America.
You're going in the top hole. rub it around the top hole. Okay, now stick your hand. Push your hand. Oh, get that insertion shot. Should I keep going?
You in? Oh, yeah.
Oh, I'm in. This is the warmest my hands have been all trip. Do they enjoy this at all, or?
No.
Okay. All right.
I mean, it's not torturing them, but it's not. They're not finding pleasure in it.
All right.
Or don't.
Yeah,
Up
don't.
to
Actually,
you.
don't. We fucking suck
already
Nick's
out.
dick enough.
Yeah, thanks, guys.